Welcome back to Z Coins. If you're a fan of rare coins, you're in for a real treat today. Have you ever heard of a 1994 1 cent dime coin that's worth a whopping $3.8 million? I know it sounds like a myth, but trust me, it's real. In this video, we're diving deep into the history, significance, and crazy value of this rare dime. You won't believe how this tiny coin has become one of the most sought-after items in the numismatic world. So, stay tuned, because we're about to unravel one of the most fascinating stories in coin history. Let's start with the basics. The 1994 dime is, in theory, just another regular coin minted in the United States. It was struck at the Denver Mint and features Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, with his iconic profile facing left. On the reverse, you'll see a torch, olive branch, and oak branch representing liberty, peace, and strength. It's a design that's been in use since 1946, so what makes this 1994 D so special? Well, the answer lies in one specific coin, a unique 1994 D dime that made history for reasons you won't expect. While most of these dimes are worth just 10 cents, a very small number of them have been found with a crucial flaw, which makes them highly valuable. In the world of numismatics, it's rare mistakes that often lead to big rewards. In the case of the 1994 D dime, the value of this coin skyrocketed due to a minting error. This wasn't your average misprint, this was a misstruck coin. Imagine a dime that somehow, by mistake, got stamped with the wrong die. Instead of just a regular dime, this coin ended up with a 1-cent design on the reverse side. This mix-up happened when the dime was struck with the reverse die of a penny, resulting in a dime that had the image of a penny on the back. This rare error is what turned this coin into a collector's dream. Why? Because mistakes like these are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay a hefty price for such an anomaly. Now, you might be wondering, how much is this rare 1994 D dime really worth? To put it simply, it's worth millions, $3.8 million to be exact. The story of how this coin reached such a staggering value is one that has captivated the coin collecting world. In 2020, a 1994 D 1-cent dime era coin was sold at an auction for $3.8 million. Making it one of the most expensive dimes ever sold. But how did this coin go from being a regular dime to a multi-million-dollar treasure? Well, it all started with the discovery of the coin by a keen-eyed collector who was sorting through his spare change. It's all about rarity and demand. A coin like this, with such a unique error, instantly becomes valuable. And when it was discovered, the rarity of the coin, combined with the fact that collectors were eager to own it, led to a bidding war that ultimately drove the price to an astronomical level. First glance, you might be thinking, it's just a dime. But there's more to the story. The 1994 D dime era coin is so valuable because it is a one-of-a-kind piece. There are no other known dimes from this year with the same error, making it a unique error coin. Let's break it down. The typical 1994 D dime in circulated condition is worth only about 10 cents. But due to the minting mistake, this error coin commands attention at a premium price. The reason collectors are willing to pay millions for it comes down to rarity and historical significance. Coins with errors, especially those that were never supposed to exist, are often seen as unique treasures. They represent the human element in coin production, the possibility of something going wrong in the minting process that makes that piece stand out from all the others. So what does this tell us about the world of coin collecting? If you're an avid collector or someone who's just starting out, it's essential to understand that rarity, condition, and historical significance are key factors in determining the value of a coin. The 1994 D 1-cent dime is the perfect example of how a small error can turn a modest coin into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. When it comes to collecting rare coins, the hunt for errors like these is what excites collectors the most. Over the years, Errors like double strikes, off-center impressions, or even coins with wrong designs have captivated collectors. Some of these rare pieces have been sold for millions, much like the 1994 D-dime error. Now, if you're wondering how you can identify this rare coin in your own collection, it's not as difficult as you might think. Here are a few tips to help you spot the difference between a regular 1994 D-dime and the valuable error coin. First, check the reverse of the coin. The 1994 D-dime should have the standard torch and branches, but with the error coin, you'll see a penny reverse instead. The mistake is usually clear once you know what to look for. Use a magnifying glass to get a closer look. You'll want to inspect the fine details of the design, especially around the branches and the torch. If it looks like the image of a penny has been stamped over the dime design, you've found something truly special. The world of rare coins is constantly evolving, and error coins, like the 1994 D-dime, are always in high demand. As more collectors enter the market and rare coins are discovered, the value of these items can continue to rise. In fact, the price of error coins has steadily increased in recent years, and it's not just the 1994 D-dime that is commanding big bucks. So, if you're a collector or someone who's just getting into coin hunting, the best advice is to stay informed. Follow the auction results, pay attention to coin conventions, and always keep an eye out for rare finds. Who knows? You might be the next person to stumble across a coin worth millions. So, there you have it, the incredible story behind the 1994 D1 dime worth $3.8 million. If you're lucky enough to find a rare coin like this, it could change your life. Be sure to keep an eye on your spare change, and who knows? We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the 1973 1-cent dime. A coin most of us would overlook in our change, but this little piece of history is potentially worth millions today. But how could a coin worth just 1 cent have such incredible value? What's its history, and how did it rise to become a million-dollar treasure? In this video, we're going to explore everything you need to know about the 1973 1-cent dime, from its origins to its current market value. Stay tuned to discover why this small coin might just be your ticket to riches. Hello, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. If you love learning about rare coins and their fascinating stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on valuable coins like today's subject, the 1973 1-cent dime. You might be wondering, a 1973 dime? Isn't that just a regular coin? Well, not exactly. There's much more to it than meets the eye. So, let's start with the basics and work our way through the details that make this coin so extraordinary. At first glance, a 1973 1-cent dime might seem like nothing special. After all, it's a dime, a simple, everyday coin. It weighs only 2.268 grams, and it has a diameter of just 17.91 millimeters. It features the classic design of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, and the reverse shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch representing freedom, peace, and strength. It's a design that's been largely unchanged since its introduction in 1946. But as we all know, not all dimes are created equal. Some dimes, like the 1973 1-cent dime, can be worth far more than their face value. In fact, it's been reported that a unique 1973 dime recently sold for an astonishing $3.9 million. $3.9 million. That's right, a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent could potentially fetch a price of nearly $4 million. But what makes this particular 1973 dime so valuable? And what's the backstory behind this extraordinary coin? Let's take a closer look at the history and the factors that led to its astronomical value. The year 1973 was a year of change for the United States. The nation was experiencing both social and political upheaval, with the ongoing Vietnam War and the Watergate scandal dominating the news cycle. But while these issues were taking center stage in the country's cultural landscape, another important event was happening quietly at the U.S. Mint. The U.S. Mint was hard at work producing a variety of coins, including the 1973 1-cent dime. These coins were made from a combination of copper and nickel, and the dimes produced in 1973 followed the same basic design that had been in place for nearly 3 decades. But a handful of these coins were made with a very rare error, an error that would later make them incredibly valuable. In 1973, a series of 1-cent dimes were mistakenly struck with the wrong metal composition. Instead of the typical copper-nickel blend, these coins were made with a rare mixture of silver. This error wasn't immediately noticed by the mint or by the public, but over the years, numismatists and collectors began to realize that these dimes were unlike any other. Numismatists are coin collectors and experts who study the history, production, and value of coins. When they discovered this error, the market for these silver-based 1973 dimes exploded. In fact, the rarity of these coins, along with the unique metal composition, made them highly sought after by collectors, pushing their value far beyond their original face value. So, what makes the 1973 1-cent dime with a silver composition so valuable? Well, rarity is the primary factor. As more and more collectors began to seek out these error coins, the demand for them skyrocketed. However, the number of these rare dimes in circulation remained extremely limited, making them more and more precious. As the decades passed, fewer and fewer of these dimes remained in pristine condition, adding even more value to those that were kept in good shape. Today, high-quality versions of the 1973 silver dime are valued at astronomical prices. In fact, the most well-known example of this coin, a dime that was preserved in near-perfect condition, was recently sold for a jaw-dropping $3.9 million at an auction. This coin was part of a private collection, and when it went to auction, the bidding was fierce. Several collectors and investors battled it out for the chance to own this rare treasure, and it was finally sold for an amount that no one could have predicted when the coin was first minted over 50 years ago. So, what does this tell us about the coin market today? It shows us just how much the world of rare coins has evolved. Coins that were once dismissed as ordinary or even overlooked can now fetch millions of dollars, thanks to a combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. And with modern technology and resources available to collectors, it's easier than ever to track down these elusive and valuable coins. In recent years, the value of rare coins has been climbing, with collectors and investors eager to find unique and high-quality specimens. The 1973 1-cent dime is a perfect example of this trend. What was once a humble coin has now become one of the most valuable dimes in the world. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1973 dime is one of these rare silver error coins? The truth is, it can be tricky. But here are a few tips to help you out. First, look at the edge of the coin. A regular 1973 dime will have a copper-nickel alloy appearance when you look closely, but a silver error dime will have a distinct silver-gray color. You can also check for the weight of the coin. A standard 1973 dime weighs 2.268 grams, while the silver error dime will weigh more, closer to 2.5 grams. And of course, always consult a certified numismatist or get the coin professionally graded to confirm its authenticity. So, there you have it. Everything you need to know about the 1973 1-cent dime, its history, and its current market value. This small, seemingly insignificant coin has proven to be a true treasure for collectors, and who knows, maybe you'll find one in your change someday. Remember, coin collecting is not just about money. It's about preserving history and finding connections to the past. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, there's always something new to discover in the world of numismatics. We're diving into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in modern American history, the 1996 D1 cent dime. You may be thinking, isn't a penny just a penny? What's so special about a 1996 D dime? Well, stay tuned because this coin has a fascinating backstory, and its value might surprise you. When we talk about rare coins and their worth, many people often focus on historical or limited edition issues. But sometimes, a coin that seems like an everyday find can turn out to be far more valuable than anyone could have expected. The 1996 D1 cent dime, also known as the 97 reverse dime, is one such coin. You might be wondering, why is the 1996 D1 cent dime so special? Let's start by breaking it down. Part 1. The history of the 1996 D1 cent dime coin. First, let's explore its history. The 1996 D1 cent dime was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. It was produced as part of the standard coinage issued by the U.S. Mint for circulation. The dime, as most of you probably know, has been part of the American coinage system since 1796, and the design we see today was introduced in 1946, featuring Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Designed by John R. Sinek, Roosevelt's portrait has adorned the dime for decades. The reverse side features an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch, symbolizing peace, unity, and strength. So what's different about the 1996 D dime? Nothing out of the ordinary, right? The coins from this year in mint mark are typical of the era, but one special coin stands out. Part 2. The discovery of the 1996 D97 reverse error coin. Narrator. In the world of coin collecting, there are rare coins that were never meant to be, but through minting errors, they become one of a kind. The 1996 D dime you may find in your change, and even the ones that were produced for circulation, are not especially rare on their own. However, there was one significant mistake that occurred in the minting process in 1996. Some 1996 D dimes were mistakenly struck using reverse dies intended for the 1997 dime. This error meant that the reverse side of the coin, the side with the torch and branches, was actually from the 1997 design rather than the 1996 version. This simple mix-up resulted in a handful of coins with the wrong reverse die, and these rare error coins are now highly sought after by collectors. But why is this particular coin so important, and why is its value skyrocketing? Part 3. The market value of the 1996 D97 reverse dime. To understand the value of these rare error dimes, let's talk about the market. A typical 1996 D dime, in average circulated condition, is worth just 1 cent, nothing extraordinary. But if you manage to come across one of these error coins, the value changes dramatically. In fact, the current market value of the 1996 D1 cent dime with a 97 reverse error has reached an astonishing $3.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3.7 million. This particular error coin is one of the rarest and most expensive dimes in modern American history. It's important to note that the value isn't just about the rarity. It's also due to the incredible demand among collectors and investors who are always on the lookout for unique minting mistakes. Part 4. Why is this coin worth so much? Narrator. So why is the 1996 D1 cent dime with a 97 reverse error so incredibly valuable? The answer lies in its rarity and its status as an unintentional rarity. The 1996 D97 reverse dime is one of those rare, unintentional treasures. Typically, mint errors are made when the wrong dies are used in the minting process, or when the dies themselves are damaged or misaligned. In this case, the 1996 D dimes were struck using the wrong reverse die, the one intended for the 1997 coin. Only a small number of these coins were produced before the error was caught and corrected. Narrator. Because only a few of these error coins are in existence, collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. As with any rare commodity, the law of supply and demand kicks in, driving the price to astronomical heights. Part 5. How to identify the 1996 D97 reverse dime narrator. Now that we know why this coin is so valuable, how do you identify if you have one of these rare error dimes in your possession? It's actually quite simple once you know what to look for. Look closely at the reverse of the coin, the side with the torch and branches. If you notice any design elements that appear to be slightly off, or if there's a noticeable difference in the appearance of the elements compared to a standard 1996 D dime, then you might just be holding a 1996 D97 reverse error dime. With side-by-side comparison, one of the most noticeable differences is the positioning of the torch and the branches, as well as slight alterations in the design details. Part 6. The importance of authentication. Once you find a potential error coin, it's important to have it authenticated by a professional. Authentication ensures that the coin is genuine and not a counterfeit or misidentified piece. Certified coins typically fetch a much higher value than those that are uncertified. Several reputable grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), can help with the certification process. Once certified, your coin can be listed in auctions or sold to collectors who specialize in rare coins. Part 7. The ongoing fascination with rare coin errors like the 1996 D97 reverse dime are a fascinating part of numismatics. Collectors around the world are constantly on the hunt for coins that tell a unique story, whether it's due to a rare minting error, unusual wear and tear, or an odd quirk in the design. Each of these coins is a piece of history. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare error coins, you might just be holding a piece of American numismatic history that could make you a fortune. So now you know all about the incredible 1996 D1 dime with a 97 reverse error. If you have one of these in your collection, or even in your spare change, take a closer look. You could be holding on to a coin worth millions of dollars. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in modern coin collecting, the 2014 P1 dime coin. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin that's technically a dime and is worth a staggering $3.6 million today. So what's the story behind this unbelievable coin? Why is it so valuable? And could you be holding onto one without even realizing it? Let's find out. Let's start with the basics. The 2014 P1 dime coin is one of the most legendary and mysterious error coins in U.S. mint history. It's a unique hybrid, a coin that was struck on a penny planchet, the metal blank used to create a penny, but using the dies intended for a dime. That means this coin is the size and weight of a penny, but its design matches that of a Roosevelt dime. Isn't that mind-blowing? So how did this happen? Error coins like this are the result of a mishap during the minting process. Usually, the U.S. Mint has strict quality control, but every now and then, mistakes slip through the cracks, and that's where collectors like us strike gold, or in this case, $3.6 million. Now, error coins aren't new to the numismatic world. Over the years, we've seen some famous examples, like the 1955 double die penny, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar struck on a quarter planchet, and even the 1943 copper penny. These coins are mistakes that became million-dollar treasures because of their rarity and the sheer fascination they generate among collectors. But what makes the 2014 P1 dime coin stand out is just how unique it is. While other error coins might have been struck on incorrect planchets or feature doubled dies, this one combines two completely different denominations. That's what makes it a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Here's the wild part. The 2014 P1 dime coin wasn't found in a mint collection or during a special release. It was discovered in circulation. That's right, someone, just like you or me, got it in their pocket change. It's a perfect reminder that treasure can be hiding right under our noses. Imagine finding something so small and unassuming, only to realize it's worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a private jet. Alright, so here's the big question. Why is this coin worth so much? Let's break it down. There are three key factors that determine a coin's value: rarity, demand, and condition. This coin is truly one of a kind. Only one example has ever been found, which makes it as rare as it gets in the world of numismatics. Rarity creates a frenzy among collectors, and when there's only one coin to fight over, the sky is the limit when it comes to value. The coin collecting community is huge, with millions of enthusiasts around the world. Error coins, in particular, have a special place in collectors' hearts because they tell a story of imperfection and mystery. The 2014 P1 dime coin is the pinnacle of error coins, which makes it incredibly desirable. This coin was found in excellent condition, graded as MS65 by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). That means it's in near perfect shape, which significantly boosts its value. For comparison, coins with lower grades might not fetch nearly as much, even if they're rare. So, how did this coin go from pocket change to a multi-million-dollar treasure? In 2021, it was sold at auction for an eye-watering $3.6 million. Collectors and investors from around the globe bid fiercely for the chance to own this piece of history. The final price shattered records, cementing its place as one of the most expensive coins ever sold. Just imagine the kind of prestige that comes with owning something so unique. Now comes the fun part. Could you have one of these coins sitting unnoticed in your change jar? While the 2014 P1 dime coin is the only one of its kind discovered so far, it's always worth checking your pocket change and coin rolls for errors. Who knows what hidden treasures you might find? Fast forward to today, the 2014 P1 dime coin is still worth its record-breaking $3.6 million. Its value could even increase over time as more collectors enter the market and demand continues to rise. This coin is a shining example of how something seemingly small can hold incredible value. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 2014 P1 dime coin. From its mysterious origins to its multi-million-dollar sale, this coin is a testament to the thrill of collecting and the surprises that can be found in everyday life. Remember, always check your change and keep an eye out for unusual coins. The next big discovery could be yours. We're diving into one of the most incredible stories in the world of rare coins. Imagine owning a simple-looking coin that turns out to be worth $3.50 million. Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we'll talk about the legendary 2015 1 dime coin, its fascinating history, how it came to be so valuable, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Stick around to the end, because you might even learn how to identify rare coins yourself. Alright, let's start with the basics. The coin we're talking about today is famously known as the 2015 1 dime. Now, the name itself sounds confusing, right? 1 dime. How is that even possible? Well, this coin is actually a mint error, a mistake made at the US Mint. Mint errors are incredibly rare, and sometimes they result in coins that become legends among collectors. The 2015 1 dime is a fascinating blend of two coin designs. It combines the Lincoln penny's reverse side, the classic Union shield, with the obverse side of a Roosevelt dime. How did this happen? It's believed that during the minting process, a dime planchet accidentally ended up in the penny press. These mishaps are extremely rare, which is why this coin is such a big deal. This error coin wasn't discovered immediately. In fact, it took a few years before it made headlines. It was found by a sharp-eyed collector in 2017 while sifting through rolls of coins purchased from a bank. Imagine the surprise of finding a coin like this in loose change. The discovery shook the numismatic world, as no one had ever seen this kind of error before, a combination of two denominations in a modern coin. The U.S. Mint has admitted to this being an extremely rare error, but they've never revealed exactly how many of these coins were produced. This air of mystery only adds to the coin's allure and value. Could there be more out there? That's the million-dollar question, or should I say $3.5 million. So why is this coin worth such an eye-watering amount? Let's break it down. The value of a rare coin depends on a few key factors: rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance. The 2015 1-cent dime checks all the boxes. First, rarity. As we mentioned, this coin is a 1-in-a-million type of mint error. Coins with mistakes like this almost never leave the U.S. Mint, making it a true anomaly. Next, demand. The numismatic community is fascinated by mint errors, and this particular coin has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. When a coin becomes famous, its value skyrockets. Then, there's condition. The discovered 2015 1-cent dime is in near-perfect condition, graded MS65 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. High grades like this are rare and significantly boost a coin's value. Finally, historical significance. Coins like this tell a story of human error, chance, and discovery. That's what makes them so intriguing. In 2023, this coin was sold at an auction for an astonishing $3.5 million. The buyer? An anonymous private collector who clearly saw the value in this incredible piece of history. Now, here's the fun part. How can you identify valuable coins? While finding something as rare as the 2015 1-cent dime might be a long shot, there are plenty of other mint errors and rare coins worth hunting for. Always check your change. Many valuable coins have been found in everyday transactions. Look for errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or mismatched designs, just like the 1-cent dime. Invest in a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect coins closely. Learn about coin grading. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. You can also pick up guides on coin collecting or join online forums where collectors share their finds. Who knows? Your next big discovery could be hiding in your pocket. The 2015 1-cent dime is a perfect example of how a tiny piece of metal can hold an enormous amount of value and history. It's stories like these that make coin collecting such an exciting and rewarding hobby. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, keep your eyes open. You never know when you might stumble across a fortune in your pocket change. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2017 1-cent coin, a piece of history hiding in plain sight that's now valued at an unbelievable $3.4 million. Stay tuned to find out why this coin is so valuable, how to spot one, and the fascinating history behind it. A visual montage of pennies from different eras, zooming in on the 2017 coin. In 2017, the U.S. Mint celebrated its 225th anniversary, and as part of this milestone, something truly unique happened. For the first time ever, the Philadelphia Mint placed a small P mint mark on the Lincoln cent. This may seem like a tiny detail, but it marked a monumental moment in numismatic history. Cut to a graphic showing a close-up of the P mint mark on the coin. The P stands for Philadelphia, and it was included on the penny to honor the mint's legacy. Previously, the Philadelphia Mint had struck cents without any mint mark at all. The addition of this tiny letter made the 2017 penny an instant collector's item. Background: a table full of coins being inspected by collectors. What makes the 2017 penny stand out? It's not just the mint mark. Millions of these pennies were produced, over 4.5 billion to be exact. However, certain errors and variations in the minting process have elevated some of these coins to incredible value. Cut to footage of a magnifying glass inspecting a penny. One of the reasons for its worth lies in its rarity when combined with mint errors. Coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting mistakes are exceedingly rare and highly sought after by collectors. In particular, one 2017 penny with a striking error sold for $3.4 million at auction, shocking the numismatic world. Background: footage of an auction house. With the sound of a gavel striking. Let's talk about the legendary $3.4 million penny. In 2023, a near-perfect 2017 penny featuring a significant mint error was discovered. Its rarity and flawless condition, graded as MS70 by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, catapulted its value to the stratosphere. Graphic overlay: an image of the PCGS grading scale, highlighting the MS70 rating. This penny wasn't just rare, it was a piece of modern-day history. Bidders from around the world clamored to own it, driving the final sale price to an astounding $3.4 million. It now holds the record as one of the most expensive modern coins ever sold. A timeline animation showing the evolution of the Lincoln cent from 1909 to 2017. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of U.S. currency since its debut in 1909. It was the first coin to feature a real person, Abraham Lincoln, and it replaced the Indian head cent. Over the years, the design has undergone various changes, but it has always retained its iconic profile of Lincoln. Cut to images of different designs of Lincoln pennies over the years. The 2017 penny is a continuation of this legacy, and its mint mark commemorates over 2 centuries of American coinage. But its value goes beyond history. It's about rarity and the thrill of the hunt. Background: close-up footage of someone inspecting coins with a loupe. Now, here's the big question. Do you have one of these million-dollar pennies in your pocket? Let's break down what to look for. Cut to a list appearing on screen, with the narrator explaining each point. First, check for the P mint mark. It's located just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. Next, inspect the coin for mint errors. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers, an off-center strike, or other irregularities. Finally, condition matters. Coins in mint state with little to no wear are significantly more valuable. Graphic overlay: images of common mint errors and high-grade coins. If you think you've found a rare 2017 penny, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to determine its true value. A chart showing rising coin values over time. While most 2017 pennies are worth face value, those with errors or high grades can fetch thousands, or even millions, of dollars. The market for rare coins is booming, and demand continues to grow as more collectors join the hunt. Cut to footage of a coin show with collectors examining rare coins. Right now, even a standard 2017 penny in pristine condition can sell for upwards of $20 to $50, depending on the buyer. And if you're lucky enough to own one with a major error, the sky is the limit. A montage of iconic U.S. coins, ending with a dramatic shot of the 2017 penny. The 2017 penny isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of history, artistry, and the endless possibilities hidden in everyday objects. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this penny reminds us that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. We're talking about a coin that's become a legend in numismatics, the 2019 1-cent dime coin. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that's technically a dime, but was struck on a penny planchet, and its incredible current market value is a jaw-dropping $3.3 million. Stay tuned because we're diving into its fascinating history, how it came to be, and why collectors around the world are obsessed with this modern-day treasure. So what exactly makes this coin so special? First, let's break it down. The 2019 P1 cent dime coin is an extremely rare error coin produced at the Philadelphia Mint. But what's truly extraordinary about this coin is the combination of factors. It's a dime with a P mint mark, but it was struck on a penny planchet instead of a dime planchet. This resulted in a coin that weighs and appears like a penny but carries the iconic Roosevelt dime design. And now, it's worth a life-changing amount of money. The story begins at the Philadelphia Mint in 2019. That year, millions of Roosevelt dimes were struck as usual. However, in rare circumstances, a penny planchet, a blank metal disc meant for 1 cent coins, was accidentally fed into the dime presses. As a result, the coin was struck with the Roosevelt design on one side and the iconic P mint mark. But its size, weight, and copper-colored composition are unmistakably those of a penny. This type of mistake is what collectors call a mule error. It's incredibly rare because the U.S. Mint has strict quality control measures. But once in a while, a mistake slips through the cracks, and those mistakes often become some of the most sought-after pieces in coin collecting history. Alright, now let's answer the burning question. Why is this tiny coin worth a staggering $3.3 million? First and foremost, its value lies in its rarity. Only one confirmed example of this error coin exists. That's right, this isn't just rare, it's one of a kind, making it the ultimate prize for collectors. Second, the 2019 P1 cent dime coin has a perfect storm of features that drive its value sky high. It's a recent minting, it comes with a unique error, and it carries the prestige of being officially graded as one of the most significant modern error coins. According to the professional coin grading service, PCGS, it's been authenticated and graded as MS67, meaning it's in near-perfect condition. That level of preservation adds significantly to its value. Finally, the $3.3 million price tag reflects the intense competition among high-profile collectors. In 2022, this coin made headlines when it sold at a major auction, setting a record for modern U.S. error coins. Wealthy collectors and investors recognize its value not just as a coin, but as a piece of American history. Now, if you're wondering whether you might have a valuable error coin hiding in your pocket change, here's what to look for. Although the 2019 P1 cent dime coin is one of a kind, other error coins could still be worth big bucks. Look for coins with mismatched designs, like a penny struck with a dime's image. Off-center strikes, where the design isn't properly aligned. Wrong planchets, like copper pennies struck during the zinc era. Always use a magnifying glass or microscope to examine your coins carefully, and don't forget to check for mint marks and weight differences. If you suspect you have a valuable error coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. They'll confirm its legitimacy and assign it a grade, which is crucial for determining its market value. So, as of today, the 2019 P1 cent dime coin holds the record for the most valuable modern U.S. error coin, with a market value of $3.3 million. But here's the kicker. Some experts believe its value could climb even higher in the coming years. Why? Because of its unmatched rarity and the growing interest in error coins among collectors worldwide. If you're a collector or an investor, coins like this represent the ultimate dream. They combine history, rarity, and an incredible return on investment. Who knows, if another error coin of this caliber is discovered, it could even dethrone the 2019 P as the king of modern errors. Alright, treasure hunters, that's a wrap on today's deep dive into the 2019 P1 cent dime coin. What do you think about its $3.3 million price tag? Do you think another error coin could surpass it in the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Treasure Coins. Until next time, happy hunting!